It's been through sort of multiple stages of change since that last snapshot came in, right? So we recognize this team's always going to be at a disadvantage, right? So we need to create some sort of other communication pathway that can synchronize us as fast as this system down here is changing, which, again, easier said than done. But what we eventually got to was, okay, we've got these levels of coordination, we've got this great system that works quite well. Could we create another path of comms that goes like this, right? That moves at a faster cadence than the red line is designed to do, and that punches through the traditional bureaucratic methodology and just synchronizes us from all the way down here at the tactical level, these frontline teams, your front edge sales teams, your front edge marketing team, whatever it may be, straight up and through your operational folks and into the senior leadership, right? What if we had forums that were able to put together the whole organization and not talk about, long-term issues like supply chain or whatever it may be? At least in our world, that was a longer horizon problem. In a lot of industry, that's now this 24-hour cadence that's constantly changing and very dynamic. But how do we pull those real-time sort of network problems into the bigger system? And so the determination was, well, we don't want to completely rewrite how this works because it's actually pretty effective. If we have a series of small discussions that we try to cascade up, we'll necessarily run out of time and energy, right? So we need a secondary system that allows us to have that conversation from the bottom up, right? And so what this looked like, these were actual literal forums that were done remotely, right? Because that's the world, the idea of distributed work isn't new in the special operations world. It's been going on for generations, right? And so I have teams scattered all around the world. They're writing great reports and they're doing great things. Can we synchronize? Can we all dial into sort of one remote forum on a cadence that allows us to move and change as fast as these network problems that we now recognize are all around us and changing very quickly? So the first question was, do we have the technology? This is 20 years ago at this point, and the answer was yes. It's going to be a little bit of patchwork. Now all that technology is right at our fingertips. You can get one enterprise system that solves all these things for you. So tech isn't the issue anymore. Then the question was, how quickly should we be doing this? How often should these forums be taking place? And for that, what we did and what we encourage leaders to do is to look out into the environment. Answer this question first. How fast is this system down here changing? And for us, there was a recognition that whether we like it or not, this is actually sort of a 24-hour change cycle. Every day we wake up and these problems have changed and morphed a bit. And so that's how fast we're going to have to resynchronize. In most organizations that we've done work with, that's far too fast. It usually ends up in either a 7 or 14-day cadence, which is far faster than the quarterly cycle that a lot of their traditional competitors might still be adhering to. And so then that was the cadence question that we answered. And then there was the who should be involved in it sort of question. And our leaders up here made the great decision to say, well, the who should solve for itself. Let's let that grow organically.